We had a nice time. The next day was lovely. Like there's a lovely marina, and obviously the weather makes it. There was a great away pub that everyone was in, and just nice to get the routine back of a football match and see your mates that you haven't seen over the summertime, and also then just like the new sort of excitement around the new manager and the newness and freshness of this new football team, because it's the same players as we've had. We all know, fucking hell, we'd love some transfers. If anyone's watching, can make them happen. But we've got a new manager and a new way of playing, and first day of the season's always the best, and it's like starting back to school.
I like that it's always like, it feels like it's always sunny first day of the season. I don't even know if that's true, but when I think back to the games in my mind, I almost like paint the sky as just sunny, and it was the same on Saturday. What was that away in like, by the way, because it looked mad on the TV?
Strange, in it there was about 10 rows in a lower,
right,
and most people were in an upper. Very sort of old traditional stadium. I'm sure you can tell that on the TV, but the concourses, it's like a maze. There's like 8 little like rooms within the concourse that you sort of, there was no way, the way whenever you arrive in an away end that it's just the one big concourse and you're seeing everyone, there was none of that. You couldn't find any fucker. They were all like hidden around like corners, and there'd be one mad queue for like one concourse beer, and then you go around the other, there's no one in this room. But the actual away end was in full voice. Like obviously it's the first day of the season and all of that, but there was like a nice energy to it. It's a really nice day with the sun, and it being the first day of the season, and obviously a win massively helps, doesn't it?
I mean, this is the thing. I think like I understand the way people are looking at the performance and the results so far. The first half is boring. Let's be honest about it. The first half is not particularly entertaining. First half, it's Liverpool sort of trying to find their way into the game. It's Ipswich getting a little bit more. I know Slot said after the game about the sort of duels. Ipswich were winning more duels. Felt like they were more sort of up for it. The crowd is definitely more up for it in the first half. I think that for me is what the formula of a Slot game should look like. And anything that's deemed as like a tricky game. So like the thing I keep going back to is we had Luton at home last season, and Luton at home on any other season basically should just be a walk in the park. It should be a Liverpool win this comfortably. There's no jeopardy or anything like that, because that's how much better Liverpool are than a team like Luton. Suddenly, what happens last season is Luton at home turns into one of the best games of football you've seen in your life, and one of Liverpool's best comebacks of the season. I think now under Slot, what I want to see more of is that sort of element of control, and I think you see that at the weekend. You see that sort of, Liverpool don't play great first half, but they don't concede. They don't let the crowd get their ultimate sort of reward. The half time allows the crowd to settle down then a bit, and then second half they just ratchet up that pressure, and you see the Liverpool are the far better team in the end.
Yeah, I understood. Like, I really like what the manager came out and said afterwards. He said, like, it depends what performance you're asking me for. If you're asking me about the first, I wasn't happy with it.
Yeah.
He makes a change, which is bold. My God, that's a statement, particularly with a young player as well. But I think when I was watching the game, we were saying we thought Quansah had done quite well. But actually, whenever you watch it back, I understand what Slot wanted from him was different. What he wanted was the front foot that we see from Canary in the second, and how that helps Liverpool get up quicker and all of that. So I understood that, but that felt like a real statement. But I wasn't watching the first half like worried about it.
No.
I didn't think Ipswich were all that good. They were making a lot of fouls. They had 3 yellows within, I think it was 18 minutes or something like that.
Should have been in red as well, the handball.
It just felt like the kind of game that once Liverpool did sort of find a little bit of rhythm, that they would run away with it. And 2-0's not run away with it, but you feel as if Liverpool, felt as if the last 20 Liverpool just decided, right, we're 2-0 up, and I think that's what you might see a lot of. You might see Liverpool suddenly go 2-0 up and then go, we're calm. We don't need to race for 3 and for 4, and look, they have their chances. I really liked it. I know my dad's not going to enjoy the way the build-up play at the back, and it'll be interesting to see how that develops, because obviously this is the first game, and you have to, everything you say, you sort of have to say it with the fact that like we just need to see us get a little bit better at this every time. It looked like Ipswich were doing similar at the back, but they've been doing that with that manager for the last 2 seasons, and so you don't do it to the same level as us, but Liverpool are just getting used to all of this. So I wasn't worried about the second, and I was really excited by I wasn't worried about the first, but I was really excited about the second. I thought there were some really, really good performances in midfield, particularly Grafenberg.
Yeah.
I thought Trent was so good, and actually what I loved was when he brought Bradley on, you just saw we had 2 brilliant fullbacks.
YouTube Press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.